I'm gonna go with a film me and Corey both saw a couple weeks ago. It's called Barbarian. The film stars Georgiana Campbell, Bill Skarsgård, and Justin Long. In this film, Georgia Campbell's character Tess is going to an Airbnb. Inside the Airbnb, it's the character Keith, played by Bill Skarsgård, is actually in the Airbnb also. So, without spoiling this film, the two people are together in a house alone, and it's, how do I want to say this, Corey? It's more than just a mistake that they're in that place alone. Overall, this might be one of the best horror films I've seen this year. It's a lot of spoilerific stuff that happens in a lot of twists and turns. One thing about the Airbnb is she goes there on a rainy night, and the next morning you pretty much notice that this might be one of the most rundown neighborhoods that you can imagine. You know, to have like a nice little house there. Like I said, that, without spoiling anything for this film, it might be one of the best horror films I've seen this year.
Yeah. I would agree, man. It's a great film. The setup is simple, man. I like how they don't really give you much more than the initial premise. Like we both show up at the hotel room and just say the hotel rented the room out to both of us, and there's no other options. But then we decide to, all right, man, we'll share this for the night, and it gets crazy, bro. Like that's kind of what the premise is, and this is one of them ones. I feel like if I say what other films was reminding me of, it's going to give away some of the stuff too. But it's one of these ones that where I feel like horror came back in big ways this year. Starting with Black Phone, what we got from that earlier this year, and now this, man, this is a really fun ride, man. Also, in the fact that it surprised me, man, and it had me guessing, and I was entertained, and it had me laughing, dude, because some of the stuff is so over the top, and they lean into the absurd, man. I think a lot of horror now, it's trying to be too serious, or it's too moody. Like this is leaning in, you know, and going and taking it to the top level, man. Like I loved every bit of this thing, man. And the only thing that I feel like I got robbed of, I went to see it twice because I saw it Thursday night, and then I was like, I want to go Friday. I want to see it with a big crowd there and a big crowd reaction. I went Friday, nobody was in there. So I'm like, really? Did they advertise this? I mean, it could have just be my theater, man. I'm like, did they advertise this or what? But also, interestingly enough, this is a Disney film because it's owned by 20th Century Fox, and they put it out. And I'm not even I'm gonna do like Corny said and tell you guys as little as possible.
You just had to see the film.
Yeah, the cast is great.
One thing about it is like I saw it like during an advanced screening up until that Wednesday night, Corey. I wanted to talk to you so bad about that film. I could not talk to you at all until after you saw it. You know, because it's just that many twists and turns that happens in this film. You know,
yeah, it's one of the best ones I've seen this year, man. And
overall, one of the better trailers that I've seen all year because that trailer doesn't tell you shit.
Yeah, but it's one of the best ones I've seen this year. It's directed well, it's acted well, the atmosphere, like there's a lot of stuff in this film that's going to stay with you after you come out of it, you know, immediately. And it's a fun time, man. It's fun. Like bring the fun back to this horror, man. Like stop being all weird and arts house with this stuff, man. Let's go back to the basics, man. You know, they did a great job, yo. I definitely love this film. Definitely.